trade remains a hurdle for the market, but today there were new developments. The 2 days of trade talks between the U.S. and China are being described as intense, and the White House says that intensity has also led to progress. Kayla Tausche is following the story for us from Washington tonight. Good evening, Kayla.
Good evening, Sue. The U.S. and China touted tremendous progress in their discussions here in Washington this week, edging closer to a deal by a March 1st deadline that would avert tariff hikes or potentially remove tariffs on $250 billion in U.S. goods or Chinese goods altogether. The president, speaking from the Oval Office this afternoon, cited that tremendous progress and said he is pleased with what China has delivered.
This is a very complex and it's the largest transaction ever made, to be perfectly straight. We have to get this put on paper at some point if we agree. There are some points that we don't agree to yet, but I think we will agree. I think when President Xi and myself meet, every point will be agreed to.
The Chinese side offered to purchase 5 million tons of U.S. soybeans. But now comes the hard part. In a statement following the talks, the White House put out a statement saying the United States is particularly focused on reaching meaningful commitments on structural issues and deficit reduction. Both parties have agreed that any resolution will be fully enforceable. To that end, the Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and the Trade Representative Ambassador Bob Lighthizer will be traveling to Beijing in mid-February to further these talks. The agenda for that trip is still not set, the ambassador told reporters this evening. After that, they will decide whether it is appropriate for President Trump to meet with President Xi at some later agreed upon date and location. But Lighthizer said the president will make his own decision. Sue?
Kayla Tausche at the White House. Kayla, thank you.